So we're just plugging away. There's a hole right there.
We're getting a little bit of load on me. It's getting a little hot. He really doesn't pay attention.
Okay, we're dumping here. We're dumping on the, not on the go here, as you can see, because we got a big dip here. And he had a pretty good hopper full, so he wanted to fill it out here, or else we would end up spilling a bunch of it. And then we got a couple short rows up here, kind of different going here, so he's going to take out 1 or 2 rows here and then work his way all into 12. One truck's on the way, and I got a little bit in truck number 2. He'll fill me up here with a good grain cart full, and that'll fill that truck down below. So it's going pretty good. It's about 220, 230, somewhere in there. We got our 1, 2, 3. This is our third 12 row in, so we got going on 36 rolls here going in. Just going back and forth, around and around. He's got 24 rolls there, so we should have one more going this way. Going, that'd be what, east to west, and then everything else should be going north and south. It's a good day to be picking corn. I'm happy we're picking this here corn, because tomorrow we'll get the cows up in here and they can go through here. They'll spend a week probably up here just feeding away. I'll have to bring a bale or 2 up so they can eat some hay along with their corn, because too much corn's not good for cows either. So I see I do got a washout right down here. I'm gonna have to get some rock and stuff in here, some pretty decent sized rock, as you can see. There's a hole right there, so I gotta dump some rock in there. It's a big rock, so when that water comes off of here, it hits that rock, it doesn't keep big in a hole. That'll be the game plan next. Always something to do on a farm. This fence was put in 3 years ago, a brand new fence. I always thought there was a fence up here, so I put the cows up here the first year, 3 or maybe 4 years ago already. And I kept getting cows down on the road. And I was going, what the heck? And I come up here and there's no fence, so I had to put a fence in. So
just leaving the town of Bellevue. My dad's probably gonna be waiting for me. I'm basically gonna follow that tree line straight ahead of you. I'll follow it down the valley and then park in one of our pastures in the big hollow, if you guys remember.
Okay, what he did is he went down here, and you see there's a tariff here going through here. He's going to come on the upper side of that tariff. It just keeps the water from running so fast and making big old ruts. That's the tariff I need to get repaired. I'm going to start up here where the intake is and go all the way down to that ditch over here. In fact, I'm going to call him as soon as I get another dump. Tell him he can get up here and start doing that. Hopefully he gets that done and seeded this year yet, so we can get it done. There's Pat with that big 7088 corn eating machine is what it is. So we're just plugging away, turning the wheels. You see Bellevue way off in the distance. I can see the water tower. That's the city of Bellevue. Josh Shekel way up here, his construction company that he rebuilds, redoes stuff. That's a booming business worldwide. Now he's going to cut down, and we'll go down the bottom side and work the bottom side for a little while, and we'll see what happens here. I got about half a hopper I can put on this thing yet, and then we can go down and dump. Okay, we're filling this semi for the second time. I see Ron's the new driver. Ronald, my boy, from Hartung Family Farm. So we'll just gets in this here truck and we'll see what happens. Running about 1130 RPM. going here. See the drone is right there. Ron's flying the drone from inside the combine, right up there. Sun will be setting here in about another 45 minutes, another 2 hours or so. Have this field knocked down. Ron getting hit with the rain on the corn. Okay, we're gonna head back down the hill.
He's got me full. Time to give him the GoPro back and head out. All right, this is the Budley man just filled me up. So now let's head back and go dump this. They're about half done up there and it's yielding pretty decent actually. We're kind of happy with this ground. Maybe it'll go 210, 220.
Looks like we're gonna lose our sun. We're not gonna see a good sunset tonight. Just talked to Pat. He says we got about 8.
Actually, County, they're pretty disappointed in their corn on corn yields. They said they're off about 30 bushel. So I don't know. From what I'm seeing, I don't think we're off that much.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So anyway, we got about between 8 and 9 acres left. Like I said before, the first round, it's always bad.
We are getting a little bit of load on me. It's getting a little hot. Ryan's getting some stuff done, that's for sure. I see 1 or 2 windrows left, that's it. So he's almost done. That's good. I just pulled in here, so I gotta basically swing the auger underneath the traps, back the truck up to where it needs to be, and start dumping. Alright guys, so we're using the 5088 and this Westfield 10-inch auger. I believe it's 10, might be 12, I don't know. It looks pretty fast, about as fast as our leg. Some ballparking 3,000 bushel an hour or so, 3,000 to 4,000. And we're still loading up that shiver bin. Doing good. So like I said, this Westfield auger is very similar to a MAILBOX auger. One of the bigger difference besides size is how it adjusts. It's up and down. It's still got this kind of A-frame scissor lip that uses a cable tension to move it back and forth. But the MAILBOX one had basically a winch on a hydraulic motor. This one's just got a hydraulic ram and a cable pulley system. That's the biggest difference between this auger and the other one. They still got jump truck augers. They still got two smaller ones from the jump auger. Very similar, but that's the biggest difference between them that I've found.
I say we got a really nice stand. That's helping us a lot, I think. You know, everyone's got an ear.
That's good to hear. So like I was saying before, we have probably between 8 and 9 acres left here. We'll knock this out, and then we're going to go up what we call the Highline field. There's, I think, 22 to 25 acres there. Hopefully we can knock that out before the rain comes. Other than that, we should have some good going. The biggest thing I wanted to get this knocked out is because I want to get those cows up in this here corn stalks. Not much grass there. I've been feeding them bales. And too early to be feeding bales. Like I was saying before, that first round was bad. It ran about 145, 150 bushels to the acre. Just talked to Pat, and he said this up here is running about 270, 280 in places. So pretty good stuff. Pretty good stand of corn. I think this is Cornelius corn out of Andrew, Iowa. There's ears on every stalk, which is what we like to see. There goes Pat in the 7088. 12-row head on there. Sun's starting to set way over there in the west. Pretty clouds. Thought we'd kick more deer out of here. We only kicked a couple. One nice buck. Kind of cool. I wish I had a camera on because it had corn stalks wrapped around its rack. It looked like an 8 or a 10. Nice deer, probably 3.5. Come out. Actually come out right by that tree there. Yeah, he come out right through here and went down that tree. Stood there and looked at us for a little bit and then gallied up into the timber. It's starting to get dark. I gotta get over it. Maybe we'll get one more semi out of here. That'll be 5. That'll be good. 6 would be better, but 5's good.
Hey, cows. Hi, cows. How are you guys? Oh, Brian just got done. It's getting dark on me, guys. Got to use the trusty light now for you guys can see, but here's what the corn looks like. I'm trying to keep this auger full. My theory is the more corn in the auger, the less damage. Because anytime basically metal contacts corn, it grinds it up to some extent. Whether that be a combine, an auger, a grain bin, whatever it is, grinds it up. And the more you have ground up corn, the more you get docked at the elevator. So there's just little things you do here and there. So Brian just got down 115 bales, or 112, whatever it was. Not too bad on it, 24 swats. A lot of material in there. So I asked him to see if he can go get me some, wow, it's windy, give me a cell phone charger. I'd appreciate it. So thanks, Brian. So we got 3 lights working on that tractor, so we turned them on just to help out. We got a yard light here and a yard light there, so should be good. I'm waiting for Brian to come back and give me that charger so I can charge my phone when I get back, because there's an outlet right in there. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. So now I'm gonna head out. Gotta get moving because I guarantee my dad's gonna be waiting on me.
Pat's going over here, and we're just about got this field complete. 30 acres. I think we started a little after 1, and it's about 5:30 now. So we made some pretty good headway there. Now we're gonna get this wrapped up here. We're gonna head up to the Highline field. That done before the rain comes. That's what the game plan is. We've got about 50 feet left in this field. 5 feet. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This field is complete.
That's it.
We are finished with this field. That's what he's got.
Our field average of 191 and moisture average 15.1.
Moisture can live with 191.
Take the iPad, you know, I put that on after the first round. Now that had a 204 average.
The last of Jeanette's corn going in. So that's going to wrap up my corn and beans for harvest 2020. Now, like I said, we're going to get the cows up here and they can munch a while. But then we'll have the other across the creek done. Then we'll get done over there. We'll put the fence up, and then we'll move them across the road, and they'll winter over there.
The time that I was gone, Bellevue put up flags everywhere. All vets, Memorial Day, all the big celebrations, they put flags all across the main streets. It's awesome. So I'm sitting along the highway right now. Basically, now down the way I'm facing, about a half a mile or so, we got a field on the north side of the road and a field on the south side of the road. So I'm sitting on the highway waiting for Pat to open one up so I can pull in and get turned around. Here comes Pat right now. Ah, crap, now I'm blocking traffic just because there's a car coming. He can't. It's a big shoulder, so I'm way off the road, but oh, come on, car, really? Here he goes. Oh, he went with his top. With his hoppers open. There goes Pat, my dad's right behind us. And here comes Lee Budman. He putts in it, bud. You get a car coming. Look at his putts. He only has 1 gear, Budman speed. So guys, I do want to say, it's this time of year. We're sorry, we do not like to be out on the highways. It's a sad fact of this time of the year, so just please be patient with us. Like this car right here behind my dad, we appreciate people like you that just, they don't ride our butts, they give us space. We don't like to be out here. We're gonna be out here as little as possible, so I appreciate it. So this next field that we're gonna go pick, not the one that Pat's opening up where I'm gonna park, but get his attention so he doesn't pull away while I'm on here. He really doesn't pay attention. There he goes. He's got like probably 800 bushels in here. There's Pat, he's just opening up this field right here. That's just gonna be a spot for where we can park the semis. And he's gonna actually go about a half mile to the south and pick that field.
Well, we don't get lunch in a bucket tonight, but we get Subway. Had Jeanette, my wife, bring it out for, look at this, I get a 6-inch and Ronald gets a 12-inch.
What's up with this white bread, mother? She thinks I'm uncultured or something.
We're having Subway tonight alongside the road. What we're doing here is we're actually opening up a spot over here on the right-hand side where Pat's at, so we get the semis turned around in there. And once he gets that cleared out, then we're going to cross the road and go way down over here, which we'll call the Highline field. Knock out, I think he said 22 acres.
All right, so my dad's getting dumped on right now. He's basically gonna have a full cart. And I guess if Pat was thinking, he should just cut a little bit more, get a full truck, and then send me on my way. But that's all right. Like my dad was saying, after that, he's gonna head over there, which you guys can barely see. Kind of see me blocking the mirror. There we go. Head that way, literally right through that mirror, about a half mile, and cut that field. Kind of hard to see, but you can see right there. Well, I can see Pat just folded his head. That's kind of the benefit of having a 12-row folding corn head. You don't have to unhook to go into these little 15, 20 acre patches. And here comes the bud man. What does he want? So there's Pat, that little speck of light going through the field. My dad's just whipping around. He's gonna dump on me. He has to dump tarp side. So for those of you guys who don't know, we have tarps on our semi. You can kind of see barely tarp basically goes from your left to right, so it's a little bit higher on the left side because that tarp's sitting there. So that's what I mean by tarp side. My tarp's on this side, but he sits up high enough in that tractor where he's fine. There goes our neighbor running his gravity wagon back and forth, emptying his grain cart and combine probably.
Okay, we made it up to the Highline field. There's 22 acres here, I guess. We're making our first round. Then we got timber there, corn there. Hopefully knock this field out in the next 3 hours and just keep going. Usually we want to get this field out here because the Highline field is away from the road. It's the furthest one away from the road. If we get any kind of rain, it gets kind of muddy. And this way it's a lot easier to get the closer stuff right alongside the road. There's this stuff way back here in the yonder, back 40. Hopefully get this knocked out here in the next few hours. So.
Budley's dumping on me right here, and Cletus just showed up. So we definitely had a bottleneck kind of waiting for Pat to get unloaded, or Pat to get that field opened up. So. Alrighty, Budman's got me plenty full. So I'm gonna tarp this truck up and head out. Automatic tarps are really nice. And I just about fell. Guys, this is bad. I smell a skunk. And I have a really bad feeling he's right there where I'm charging my phone and where I'm charging my laptop. Oh no. We're definitely gotta be on the lookout because I for sure 100% smell a skunk. Uh-oh. But either way, I'm gonna turn on the shiver system. How this shiver system works is it basically is a recirculating bin. It's got stir-rator augers that go up and down and go around the bin that basically just mix the corn. And we got heat on a fan on the other side which blows heat up through. And we got a transfer system that runs through this auger, runs it up to the top and over to these other two bins here. But we're not heating or transferring right now, we're just putting it in and we're turning the stir-rators on just to mix around the corn. There you go. That's all I needed to do. Still unloading a nice little hopper or truck auger, powered with a 5088 up to the top of the bin. And on this bin we actually got a spreader, so it's spreading all the corn out to get an even mat up on top. So let's actually climb and see how full we are. Almost full. I better call Pat because we're like got a half a ring left. So this corn's just a little bit too full, so I'm gonna have to shut the shiver system off. The bin's a little bit too full, I should say. So I shut the shiver system off. Basically, there's a center up, bubble up auger that helps kind of spread it out. It's just too full and it's not really doing anything. It's just gonna burn up the bearing. So shut it off, shut the spreader off, shut the light off, and then head back. Beautiful night for some trucking. Let's get moving. Wow, talk about timing. My dad's literally just pulling up as I'm pulling in. Sunglasses. Can't drop those. Tell you what, I love times where it's perfect timing, or days when there's perfect timing. So I'm just untarping my tarp. I should have untarped this earlier, and then my dad can literally just pull up and dump. There he is. Perfect timing. Also getting a little breezy. You can definitely tell the front's coming in, and guys, I guarantee you, with the 95% certainty, this will be the last time you guys ever see me in a t-shirt and not in a sweatshirt, because it's starting to get cool and breezy. And today was a high of 75 or 80. Tomorrow's supposed to be 50. So it was good while it lasts. Thank you so much, weather, for having 80s at mid-November. Can't complain. How's she doing? Slowly. How much you got left?
A lot.
A lot. So Pat's down there. Looks like he's already almost full. It's just Cletus coming back and be enough?
No.
Well, the problem is this is your corn and shiver thing's full, which is a good problem to have.
This is my phone.
Yeah, it is. Left my lights on like an idiot. My road lights, I mean. Headlights, that's what they call them, not my chicken lights. With my dad for a little bit. Alright, my last truck of the night, he's filling me up. They only got basically 7-8 acres left here. So they'll be able to fill it up with Cletus's truck and the grain cart. And like I said, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so we'll be shut down for a couple days more than likely. So, but we got the 2 worst fields to get to done. We will hopefully, barring any breakdowns. Alright, all done. Tarping up, heading home.
Okay, you get the butt, man. It is 11 o'clock on Monday night, and we got field number 2 done. That puts us about 55 to 60 acres, somewhere in there tonight. Looks like he's got about 10 more corn stalks to go through, and then he'll be done. Been a good day. Good corn, Got the 2 bad fields out of the way, the rest should be pretty easy. Once again, you got the Bud Man from Hartung Family Farms in beautiful Jackson County, Iowa.
Alrighty, so I'm heading to head home actually. Just shut the truck off, let it idle down for 5-10 minutes or so. I'm actually gonna go take a look at Nathan. He's actually, I see his lights right there. He's the only lights I see running. He's on the opposite end of the field, but oh well. I'll drive out to him. Gonna give him a little care package of salt and nut roll, Pepsi, and water. He's probably got another 4 hours worth of work, and the rain's supposed to come in around 1-2 o'clock. So we'll see how long he's able to roll, but I'm gonna give him some nourishment so he can roll. So it's kind of hard to tell what he's doing, but you can kind of see the dark lines. He's basically just inline ripping. He's making a big old minimum disturbance on the top of the soil and really ripping down and breaking up that hard pan on the bottom of the soil. See how far I can get out to him. Hopefully he's working north to south so I can just drive right out towards him, which it actually looks like he might be. I think I'm just gonna drive right out to him. He's probably wondering like, what in the heck is this? We left a lot of beans here. I wouldn't be able to do this in a cornfield, that's for sure. But bean stubble field, she's pretty smooth. Wow, there are a lot of beans on the ground here. Gee, many Christmas. Didn't know if you needed drinks. I should have brought Busch Light if I was thinking.
I should have texted you.
Park too close. All it is just lifting up the ground and breaking up that compaction. See how it's just lifting it up? That's all that thing's doing. Just trying to break up all the compaction. It's good in the middle of the field to do this because we've hauled a lot of manure on this field, but especially on the end rows and stuff. On the end rows, it's an absolute necessity. Nathan was saying that it was all that tractor could handle on some of these end rows. So we always parked the trucks and chopper boxes and everything came. Because compaction's a big nightmare. When you compact the soil, your roots aren't able to go down near as far, and you're just basically limiting your yield potential. So Nathan's got a long night ahead of him. He's getting close. He's well over halfway done, that's for sure. Whew, I'm out of breath. He's gonna go until he finishes the field or he gets rained out, but he says right here is where the real hard compacted stuff that was really testing the tractor was right here. So yeah, this will be good. So we'll rip this field and we'll rip a lot of our bean stubble in the flat, especially the ones that are around close to home where we haul a lot of manure. Rip it, and then in the spring we'll soil finish it just to level everything off, and then plant right into it, or probably field cultivate this actually. So anyway guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video and hope you enjoyed all the various perspectives of what all we did today, because we did a ton. We baled corn stalks, we got tillage for the first time of 2020, got tillage going, and we harvested my dad's field. So all the rest of my dad's crops are out, and we actually got a good chunk done up at Bellevue. So anyway, we did quite a bit, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, it would mean the world to me if you guys would hit that subscribe button. Obviously, hit that like button, because we are trying to hit that 1,000 likes every single video. So if you guys wouldn't mind, smash it. Hit it as many times as you physically can, but just don't hit it twice so it likes it and then dislikes it. And then of course, comment if you guys have any questions whatsoever. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course guys, as always, ta-ta for now.